As Senator Schumer said, we have continued to work both as leadership and committee chairs throughout all of August on the Build Back Better budget, and we are literally focused on lowering costs for Americans, extending the tax cut for American families, and creating tens of millions of jobs by tackling the climate crisis. I want to specifically speak to the urgency of the climate crisis. This isn't a debate about sometime, somewhere. It is right in front of our face, and we simply can't afford inaction. Thanks to the climate crisis, natural disasters are becoming more destructive, as we know, more dangerous, and more expensive. Last year, the United States set an awful record. We had 22 separate $1 billion weather and climate disasters in a single year. These large-scale disasters have more than quadrupled in the last 2 decades. Over the last 5 years, American taxpayers have spent an average of $126 billion on picking up the pieces from the damage due to these disasters. And the total cost of these disasters over the past 15 years is topped $1 trillion. And this is going up and up and up. We're going to be spending $3.5 trillion picking up the pieces from climate sooner than we would like if we do not act. Just yesterday, the President was in Idaho surveying the terrible damage being caused by wildfires, and he said we can't continue to ignore reality. And the reality is this: carbon pollution is the root cause of the climate crisis. We have had it with us for over 100 years of accumulation. And through the infrastructure bill and the Build Back Better budget, we're really doing something about it. We're making electric vehicles more affordable and convenient, and ensuring that they'll be built right here in America with good-paying American jobs, including their supply chains. We're providing a tax credit for manufacturers to retool and build new plants to produce clean energy parts and create jobs. We're focusing on making polluters pay and creating clean electricity policies. We're restoring our forests and making them more resistant to the extreme wildfires that are burning up our country right now. And we're investing in climate-smart agriculture so that farmers and ranchers can continue to be a part of the solution. We're also making our infrastructure more resilient so that the climate disasters do less damage. Democrats have been saying for decades, that inaction on carbon pollution has consequences. It has huge consequences. It has huge costs that are only going up, not down. So our Build Back Better budget will take the action necessary to address this crisis.
Thanks, Deb.